Today, we're going to be talking about a topic that kind of flows throughout the Burnout Guidebook, and it's discussing the pressure of social norms and how that dictates a lot of our behavior, a lot of where our energy goes. So, I'm going to read just two paragraphs from this chapter so you can get a little bit of a feel where we're going to go with today's energy reset. Regardless of the times, gender still matters in relation to society norms. Social norms dictate what is acceptable and how people should behave, speak, dress, and look. For example, behavior. Are you a follower or a leader? Are you nurturing or aggressive? Are you domestic or workforce? How you speak, is it polite or direct? Quiet or loud? Emotional or strong? How you dress, is it feminine, masculine, groomed, tough? And then I go into a few examples where social norms have affected my energy and where my energy goes. Let's continue. By now, I'm sure you can guess what question was asked as family and friends came to see our first child in the hospital after delivery. When are you going to have another baby? You'd think this would have been a kick to the face, but I must have been still on drugs or something because I responded as most of us do, to people please. Now, I go into a few stories within this book about how social norms and some of those categories affected how I managed my energy, where my energy went, how I hid things when I was really tired, how I hid symptoms because in society you still show up, you put the smile on your face, you keep going. So as my hair was falling out from chronic stress, I was putting cute braids in my hair to hide that. As I was losing a ton of weight from digestive failure, people were kind of congratulating me on my weight loss and what diet I'm in. And really, I was in starvation mode. Um, every time that I tried to find peace or a path of just being in presence, people were asking me what's next. And that's what this reset day is going to be about, is we're always pushed to what next. And I'm out here with my chickens. I got my garden in the back. I got the things that I need, but I still get pushed by external factors, by societal factors, even things I see on social media to do more, to need more. Do I want more animals? Yes. Do I want a big garden? Yes. But also, what comes with that is more work, more projects, more things I have to do. As you're managing your energy and resetting it, having these pause moments of really asking yourself, what do I want? What do I need? And not what other people might be telling me. It's always about what's next instead of being present, absorbing the current moment. For example, in the book here, I talk about how after we got married at our wedding, people are talking to us about when we're going to have kids. And then when we had our first kid and people were visiting the baby in the hospital, it's when are you going to have your other kid? And it's like, can we just be in a moment for a second? And I felt like this type of pattern was on repeat. I got a homestead at my last place. I got chickens, then I got miniature goats, and it's people would come visit them or come over to feed them and hold them. And it's always, what's next? What else are you going to get? And I realized, yeah, I could get more. That would be fun. But also, someone's got to take care of these animals. Someone's got to scoop the poop, and they're not going to show up. I got to do it. So it was interesting how fast these societal norms escalated. Now, where in your world do you see it? Do you have people where you get a new job and they're automatically wondering when you're going to get the promotion? Do you go camping, tent camping, and automatically they're wondering when you get a camper? Do you have a big exciting life event, and instead of absorbing it, you're always on to what next? And I could tell endless stories about myself and other people that I've been around where we just push past it, but you see it all around you, and so it becomes a social norm. But normal doesn't always mean healthy. Sometimes it means pushing past the actual balance and goal and alignment that would be perfect for you. Sometimes it's based on external demands that don't even make sense to you once you get there. And I'm in a month of August here where there's school supplies out and we're gearing up for the school year. And by the time the school year even starts, we have Thanksgiving decorations and Christmas decorations. We're always being pushed to what next, and we're blowing past the sweet spot of presents. So I'm standing outside with my chickens right now, wondering what other animals I would love to get because of people's questions, because of people's pushes towards that. and I'm not enjoying the chickens that I have right now. So, as we go through this energy reset, I want you to know that I'm here with you because it's a human behavior and social norms is part of our environment. How we battle those social norms, how we absorb what people are saying matters because that's where your energy is going to start flowing. Instead of being present and absorbing your current nature and all the great things going on, you might not enjoy it as much because you don't have something that someone else said you should. So, how you put up some good boundaries to make sure that these social norms that will always be around aren't affecting your journey as much as they could is to groom your environment, who you're around, and knowing what path that you even want to go. I know the animals when I want to get and when I want to get them. And I know when it doesn't work or is integrated in our lifestyle. I know that. So when people say you should get this and you should get that, you should get this animal, they're great, it just bounces off of me. That's resiliency armor because it's not aligned to the path that I want to go. I know my behavior patterns and tendencies to get lost in the what's next and the next project and the next thing I want to do and the next thing I want to get. So I just stop myself intentionally to absorb what I do have. Be grateful for my current chickens instead of planning for the next flock. Seeing the next season decorations when we're still in the summer season and just avoiding those aisles. Grooming my social media to have less pressure people type of accounts in my feed. The social norm pressures that I mentioned in this book and some of the stories I tell are strong. What you do with it, the boundaries you create, and really understanding the path that you're on is going to help battle those social norms. So, in today's energy reset, I want you to acknowledge the areas in your life that maybe you're just always pushing to what's next instead of being present in the current moment. Because every behavior pattern we have either feeds the energy or drains it.